Are you an alcoholic? Do you have an alcohol use disorder, or maybe you're alcohol dependent, but do you know which is which? Well, I do, because I started drinking very young, before I was a teenager, but my first time in a pub, unaided and served with no problems, was 14. And I remember when my first alcohol dependency symptoms came through, I was invited to go to a disco. There was no bar. And it was a long one, 3 or 4 hours. And I didn't want to be anywhere where there was no bar. I wanted to have fun. And fun to me was always dependent on alcohol. So do you go places and having a drink depends on whether you have fun or not? Would you rather not go to a 4-hour gig if there's no alcohol? Would you ask if you could take your own? And of course it could be that alcohol is so dependent on you and your friends having fun that you sneak your own in, even though there should be no alcohol. Well, that's alcohol dependency. You are relying on alcohol in order to have a good time. Now that's what it means to me. And as I said, I've been drinking for 50 years, so I think I should know. An alcohol use disorder, on the other hand, is completely different. It's like you're not yet a full-blown alcoholic. You don't need it in order to function. You're not hiding alcohol. You're not in denial. You're not telling people you drink a lot less than you really do. You don't spend your housekeeping and money you could ill afford on alcohol, often at the expense of your children, your bills, and social life and clothes and appearance. But in the middle, there is alcohol use disorder. And that is, you're using alcohol to get by. It could be when you get home, you make the evening meal, you do it every night religiously with a glass of wine. And you don't feel you can function if you don't do that at the same time, because it's what you do. And that's a use disorder. You can fully function, even as an alcoholic. You need to be really good at it. And it often means that you are deceiving those closest to you. Now, if you're like me, I went through all those stages and became a full-blown alcoholic. But I'm now 2 years sober, thanks to this platform and thanks to you. So maybe now you know the difference between all three.